I truly love flowers. I know I'm not great at doing the arrangements, but I love them. They actually bring me joy. What's up? It's Monica, and I'm here today with Julie, and welcome to a new Ask an Expert segment. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, what is this segment about? It's all about Mother's Day. With Mother's Day just around the corner, I invited Julie to show me how to make the perfect floral bouquet. If you guys know me, you know I love florals, I love flowers, so I figured why not create something for the moms in your life and have something for myself too. So I'm gonna let Julie take it from here, and she's gonna show us how to do it. Yay!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, I'm going to show you how to quickly make a European hand-tied bouquet. You can run into Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, Fresh Market, anywhere that sells fresh stems, and you can make your own bouquet. So I just gathered, I thought Mother's Day is sort of a pink thing to me. So I kind of gathered some pink tones. You can gather whatever you want. And I gathered some foliage from my yard. But these stores sell the foliage in packages as well. So first thing you do is you need to gather your items. There's really not a limit to what you can put in a bouquet. You can put as many or as few as you'd like. And I have some stock, and I have some Alstroemeria. All of these come in different colors. And I have some peony tulips. And if you want to, sometimes you can flex the leaves and to make them, if you want them to open more, and kind of gently peel them back. And that will open them a little more if you'd like to. Then you can do these with regular tulips as well. Just opens it up, gives it a little bit different of a look. And then I've got some Elaeagnus out of my yard. Most people have this growing in the yard and they don't realize it. It's just a native shrub, but it can be used in florals, great for boutonnieres.
That's good to know. And
this is Pittosporum. Again, I gathered this from my yard. I actually gathered this batch from my neighbor's yard. Okay, so first thing you do is just gather what when you get back from your run to the store, gather your pretty stems and just kind of lay them out. And the first thing that you really need to do is just strip the extra leaves. And it's just a quick thing just to kind of get them off. Sometimes it just kind of weights them down. And it also too, when there's extra foliage in the water, it can contaminate the water, and then it can start to break down the floor. It just kind of prolongs the life of your florals if you can just strip down the extra leaves, especially like with hydrangeas with the bigger leaves, if they get clogged up in the water. So that was the stock. And then this is the Alstroemeria. Again, just kind of pull down. And sometimes the leaves, if they're not, sometimes the Alstroemeria leaves are easy to bend, and so you just really want to keep them up around the actual buds, and then that does help protect them. But down low, you really just don't need them down low. And then we're going to trim the stems anyway. Now the tulips are tricky because they have such a very fragile and bendable stem. So you just have to be really careful when you're pulling the leaves off. And again, you don't always have to do that. It does help with these that are lower. Just help with prolonging the life of your arrangement. The foliage is nice to, when you, again, if you go into the stores, they're gonna have a lot of this for you. But if you just take a look in your surroundings, you can find that, and then you can save, this probably, if I had purchased this would probably be at least $10 to $20.
I actually bought some to make a bouquet for Easter, and they were expensive. I was like, oh.
And you get just a few stems, and it may be $4
and I didn't. That's the thing. I didn't use everything, so I felt like it was a waste.
And it again, it's your preference. Do you want some coming from the top? Do you want? Well, I'm going to show you a technique called collaring, where we can surround it. Again, your preference. But if you can bind your foliage, you're gonna save some. The first thing that that I'm going to show you is the technique we're going to use. And basically what we're doing is we're starting off with a single stem, and then we'll pick up our second stem and we're going to cross over to the left at an angle. Okay. So cross over to the left at an angle, and then we're going to pretend this is a clock, and so you're at 10, and then we're going to turn it to 2, and you'll notice how the stems are crossed, and this is why it's going to turn into a spiral. And it just helps the placement of the flowers, and the different textures will sometimes naturally fall, but it's better than just normally what people do that don't know this, and it's so easy. And again, this is just a European technique that's probably been around for hundreds of years. That's something that they've always done. When you start doing this, you're stacking it, and then it comes out looking flat like a pancake.
And that's kind of what I've been doing. That's why I'm like, okay, I know I'm not doing it right. It looks decent when I do it, but I'm like, it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah, if you have pretty flowers, it's really hard to mess up. But this is just a nice way to do it. And then it's really easy, and you by no means have to be a florist to do this. So then we'll move over and we'll take one of our peony tulips. Again, these are tulips, all tend to droop, but in structural floral design, that if you'll start noticing pictures, a lot of times you want that droop. It just helps to fulfill a structural arrangement. It's a little trickier in bouquets, and then I'll show you if they start drooping too much, where we can just insert them because we're holding them loosely with our hands. Very much of a stickler with, if I find a leaf that has a hole in it,
you take it off.
And I just kind of pull that off, and I'm like, I don't really like that leaf so much. Now the stalk is another thing. Sometimes you want the extra height, but suppose you just wanted to use the stalk as sort of like a filler. You can gently take the top of the stalk and you can go down with your finger. It's sort of the stem is very it's sort of like a succulent. It's very water filled, and you see how
I was gonna say you took that off so easy.
It was very easy. I just snip it off and see how it gives it a different look.
Absolutely.
Let's say okay, let's put this one in. We'll add this last one in. And say I just don't really want it jutting out there. So then I just kind of go in. Again, it is like a succulent type, filled with water, and I just take my finger and my index finger and I pinch, and I just pinch the top off and see how it gives it a different look.
That's awesome.
So it's just your preference on that. You can take a wire if you want to and connect it. Again, you just kind of use both hands, and you can see I'm twisting. I'm just kind of twisting it. I usually use just do the tape.
I think the tape will probably, I think the tape is probably easier.
Okay, so then once you have your bouquet done, again, it depends on the ingredients. If you do have the stock, you can decide if you want to do any more pinching. With the leaves, you can decide if you want to do, I think that's too much. It's blocking that tulip. Again, you just clip off anything extra that you don't want. It depends on what look you're going for. The main goal was that we made a European hand-tied bouquet, and then I have to decide, all right, where's my vessel? What am I going to put it in? And so you don't want to trim too short. So you can use just a clear vase. You can get these from Dollar Tree, or you can use something like a mason jar.
Like a mason jar. at doing the arrangements, but I love them. They actually bring me joy. So, you know, my
Yeah,
husband
flowers,
knows that's the thing for me. Just, you know,
they
get
make
me an
you
arrangement.
smile. They make
do.
other people smile. They do. I mean, you hit it on the head. They bring you joy, and then they bring other people joy. That's why I love what I'm doing, because when I present to a client, I'm always anxious to see the smile, and most of the time I get a big smile. I'll show you one last technique. This is called collaring, and you know, this is just an optional thing. What you can do is you can just add a little more to your arrangement. The Pipsporum is a really good thing for spot. I use this a lot with the bouquets for the proms and debutante dances, etc. And it just kind of adds just a little.
Great, like literally, it was beautiful before, but I feel like it just adds that that, you know, just the wow factor.
It really does, and this is great for that. Add the ribbon. You can add the ribbon here if you want to. You could kind of make a wrap.
That is amazing. Guys, how fabulous is this? It's so pretty.
Easy.
It's so easy.
It took us, just a few minutes.
Exactly. Oh my God, I'm so excited to make one for myself, and I want to see what you guys do. Thank you so much, Julie, for coming into my home and doing this. This is absolutely stunning. I'm not just going to use these techniques for Mother's Day, guys, but I'm going to use them for everyday life. Like I said, flowers bring me joy. I love flowers. I love having them in my home, and I think this is the perfect Mother's Day gift. I know I want them for Mother's Day, so I'm sure you guys would be more than happy to receive a beautiful bouquet of flowers as well. Once again, thank you so much, Julie. If you guys are not following Julie already, make sure you follow her. Give them all your information.
You can find me on Facebook at Plume Florals. I'm also on Instagram, Plume Florals, and I have a website, which is www.plumeflorals.com.
Very good.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
And one last thing, if you were doing a dinner party, what you could do is you could just make several of these,
and then just
you
have
get
them
the same containers and then line the table. And it's easy. And
That's a great idea.
And it saves you from paying someone to do the work for you.
That's perfect. That's great. Great idea. Thank you so much, guys. Well, this was this segment of Ask an Expert, and until next time, make sure you follow onbymonica.com, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and see you guys till next time.